Hey everybody, Zachary from Zachary Zoo Adventures. I am in Stoneham, Massachusetts, and today I am visiting the Stone Zoo. This is an ACA accredited facility. This is actually operated by a system called Zoo New England. Zoo New England, which also operates the Franklin Park Zoo. I was actually just at the Franklin Park Zoo yesterday, and now I'm going to be doing the Stone Zoo today. And the Stone Zoo and Franklin Park Zoo are both affiliated with each other. As you can see, I am now wearing a completely different hat. As I mentioned before in my other videos, I usually like to wear this hat at all the places I go to. It protects my forehead from being burned from the sun. So I'm very excited to be here. This is sort of a smaller footprint zoo. So I'm going to go see if there's going to be a map on the inside, and then we'll see where we're going to head. Alright, so this is the map of the Stone Zoo. So it does not look like a super big zoo, but still looks really cool. So I'm right at the front over here, so I'm probably going to check out the orange area called the Caribbean Coast. I'm probably going to check out through the treasures of the Sierra Madre. Yeah, I'm gonna go inside here. It says, welcome to the Caribbean Coast. And there we go, welcome to the Caribbean Coast. First up, we got scarlet ibis. Also some little birds here. Oh, and there's a scarlet ibis. Got American flamingo. The green pool. Alright, there's the flamingos. Very gorgeous birds.
Look at them.
Also got two more scarlet ibis. Here we got macaws. Got Rockwell, a green-winged macaw, and Cusco, who is a blue and gold macaw, as well as a Barrow's golden eye. Yeah, do you see the macaws?
Looks like it's time for you
to enjoy the macaws. Very beautiful birds. Also got another one of the scarlet ibis. Information about estuaries. Got Jamaican iguana. This is the habitat for the iguana. Trying to see if I can find the iguana. Do not see it anywhere at the moment. So it's still early and the zoo just opened. So I'll check back here later and hopefully the iguana will be out. Got another nice view of the two macaws. These are very pretty birds. A closer look at the American flamingos. Very gorgeous birds. We got the butterfly oasis. Yeah, so I'm inside here with all these cool butterflies. We got one over here. Pretty cool. The butterflies have all the space for them to fly around. Today's flyers. This is really nice. It's like most of the butterflies are up high. We got one over here. Yeah, so I'm now outside the butterfly area that had all the different butterflies. There's really gorgeous flowers out here. Pollinators and plants. I'm showing you the map again so you can see where I am. So I just finished doing the Caribbean coast. So now I'm going to head into this dark blue area here called the Treasures of the Sierra Madre. Then after I do this area, I'll head to the purple area called Treetops and Riverbeds. Alright, we got bush dog. Oh, this looks like a very nice habitat. I actually had to lift my camera above the glass so there wouldn't be a lot of reflection. Trying to look for the bush dog. Sure he's here somewhere. Alright, so it does not seem like the bush dog is out yet. So it's still a little early. The zoo just opened. So I'll check back here later and hopefully the bush dog will be out. Got Roadrunner. Wow, this looks like a very cool habitat. Yeah, do you see the Roadrunners up in the treetop, looks like? Got Peregrine Falcon. Build for speed. Looks like the Peregrine Falcon's got a good size habitat. And looks like there's two of them up there. These are very cool looking birds. Got Chico and Peccary. Yeah, I see them coming along this way. Looks like they just came out. So looks like there's two of them. I do love seeing these pigs. They're very fuzzy too. Very fuzzy piggies.
I like you too. You'll always go this way, baby.
Yeah, I think they just came out, looks like. And I'm impressed with the Chico and Peccary's habitat. Looks like they got a good amount of space for them. So over here is another viewing for the Chico and Peccaries. It looks like they're going back into the back. Got Cougar. The Maple and Willow story. Alright, so this is the cougar habitat. Trying to look for them.
Are they out? You see them?
I don't really see them anywhere, but I am
They're
looking
probably
for them.
not out yet. I just was here and they weren't out. They were feeding them in back, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, check back later.
Okay. Yeah, so I will stop by here later on my rewalk, hopefully, and see if the cougars will be out by then.
Yeah, they probably were. Yeah, they're cleaning now. Forget about it. They put out some enrichment stuff for now.
Alright, so the cougars just came out now. The worker was just getting it cleaned up, and now the cougars are out. So we got two of them in here.
These are our cougar sisters. That's Maple on the left and Willow on the right.
These are very cool cats.
They're looking at you now.
Why won't you let me talk to her?
So they got two cougars. Looks like that one just jumped up on the board. Got a Puebloan milk snake. It's a nice habitat. The snake is actually inside that cave. Yeah, I believe he's in there somewhere. It's kind of, yeah, I can sort of see it's like a scale. So he's inside this cave here, apparently. Got California king snake. Oh, this is cool. It's a two-sided exhibit. So the snake is in the corner here under this log. Yeah, you can see him right there. Got a rosy boa. Just like with the Puebloan milk snake, the rosy boa is also inside the cave there. Luckily, I'm blocking out the reflection with my legs. Got green and black dart frogs. Alright, I'm trying to find the dart frogs. Even though they have very bright, colorful colors on them, I apparently don't see them anywhere. Possible they're hiding somewhere. Not so sure, really. So in this next habitat, we got spiny-tailed iguana, Gila monster, and chuckwalla. Oh, I'm impressed with this habitat. Oh, there's the Gila monsters. I see two of the Gila monsters on the side there. Trying to find the other two lizards in here. The other two being the chuckwalla and spiny-tailed iguana. But apparently I don't see those other two lizards. I even looked under the logs. Yeah, I don't really see them anywhere. So I might try to check back here later. I don't know for sure, but we're just gonna have to see. So I don't usually check back later on the smaller reptiles, but we'll see. A soaring conservation success story. So over here is the backside area for the peregrine falcon habitat. Got white-nosed coati. Looks like a very cool habitat he's got. It's wonderful. Yeah, so I do see the coatis right in that little tunnel there. So they kind of look a lot like raccoons. So this is a secondary habitat for the coati, so that tunnel he's actually in actually connects these two habitats together. The desert is a home. Oh, this looks really cool. Animals work together in the desert. I'm gonna go inside the mine shaft. So we're gonna see Seba's short-tailed bat. Yes, this is the bat habitat. Oh, there's one flying around. And it looks like the bats in here are kind of flying all over the place. Yeah, they're kind of flying everywhere, it looks like. So I'm guessing most of the bats might be somewhere in the back, maybe. Got ringtail. I'm guessing this is its habitat. Trying to look for it. This is the secondary habitat for the ringtail. Still not seeing it, especially with all the reflection on the glass. It makes it hard to see it. Alright, so I did find the ringtail. He's actually sleeping in that little box. You can see his fur. Got jaguar. Jaguars need a healthy home. Alright, there we go. Looks like the jaguar has a really impressive habitat. You know, the only tricky part is it's going to have to try and find the jaguar. Also has this really nice little tower for him or her to go under. Do not see the jaguar anywhere, but like I said, it's still a little early for some of the animals. It's possible the jaguar is somewhere in the back there. So I'll stop by here later and hopefully the jaguar will be out. Jaguars are excellent hunters and hiders. Got African spurred tortoise. Wow, this looks like a good sized habitat. There's actually two African spurred tortoises that are in the little area there in the back. Got Stone Zoo mining adventure. Yeah, so over here is where you can do mining. So it looks like it is closed off at the moment. Got rock hyrax. This looks like a very cool habitat. Trying to see if I can find the hyrax. Hopefully I'll be able to see it with all of this reflection. Alright, so apparently it does not seem like the rock hyrax is out at the moment. So hopefully it'll be out later on my rewalk. Alright, so this habitat appears to be empty at the moment. Don't know what's in here or what's usually in here, but it looks like they're doing some construction on it. Over here we got another empty habitat here. So it does not specify what animal used to be in here or if they're gonna add anything into this habitat, but I do know there's nothing in here. Got fennec fox. Alright, so I do see two of the foxes. We're just playing around a minute ago. They are super cute. I absolutely love foxes, and I also enjoy the wolves. Oh, that one's got an itch. Yeah, foxes are really, really cute animals. Got those long, those really big ears. Very cute animals. And next up we got cotton-top tamarin, two-toed sloth, and red-rumped agouti. Yeah, so I found the agouti. He's actually in the back and behind that tree. Yeah, so he's actually behind that tree in the back. And I do see the two-toed sloth. He's in that little basket, looks like sleeping. But I do not see that cotton-top tamarin anywhere. So hopefully that'll be out later, and hopefully I'll be able to get you a better view of the red-rumped agouti. Got silvery-cheeked hornbill. Oh, this looks like a very cool habitat. Looks like he's eating something. That looks like a very gorgeous looking bird. Hatchling and Turtle Conservation Head Start Program. Got wood turtle. Oh, looks like he's in the water. Yeah, he's in the water there. Got long-tailed chinchilla. Another gorgeous habitat. It looks like the chinchilla is up high. That animal looks really cute. Got black and white colobus monkey. A colobus monkey baby. It's born on July 21st, 2025. Yeah, so this is the colobus monkey's indoor habitat. I see there's one inside. Looks like he's eating some fruit or lettuce, looks like. And you see a second colobus monkey, or you can see his tail. It's possible there might be more outside. Got a second two-toed sloth. And there's the sloth. Sleeping. Got barn owl. So I had to look up, and he's all the way up there, looks like. All the way at the top. It's a pretty neat bird. Got the Animal Discovery Center. So over here it looks like it's where they have classrooms. But it looks like there's also some animal habitats here that I do want to check out. Got eastern box turtle. These are the log. Got a second eastern box turtle. It's a cool looking animal. Got a magnificent tree frog. So they're actually on the ground. in the back looks like. Got dying poison dart frog, green and black poison dart frog, and Panamanian golden frog. Information about the Panamanian golden frog. Yes, there we go. So very colorful frogs. That's the Panamanian golden frog. So the green and black poison dart frogs. You can tell that's the dying poison dart frog. Pueblan milk snake. There's another log. Got corn snake. Looks like this got a really nice habitat. It's underneath the tree stump. Got rosy boa. Looks like he's in the corner there. Got leopard gecko. Oh, so I found the gecko. He's in that rock. You can see there's his tail. So over here is the outdoor habitat for the black and white colobus monkey. You can see there's the baby right there. Oh, going back inside. Looks like they got a nice looking habitat for them. Got North American river otter. This is the otter habitat. We got all this water for them to swim in. Otters do not spend all their time in the water because they're used to a good portion of their time on land. Let's see if I can find them. But I do not see the otters anywhere. So I'll check back here later and hopefully they'll be out. That white-cheeked gibbon, monkey or ape. Yeah, you can see they're kind of hooting and hollering right now. Yeah, they're very, very loud. So just like the Siamangs, the white-cheeked gibbons also make these really loud hooting noises. It actually can be heard very, very far away. Making sure everyone knows they're here. Looks like there's 4 of them in here. That one's the male, and the 2 of them over there are the females. Looks like there's 2 males and 1 female. Here's another side view of the white-cheeked gibbons. That's the first viewing point I was at. Yeah, there's a second male.
That's really impressive.
Looks like they're swinging all over the place. Yeah, so those 2 there are the females.
Mabel? Mommy! Ready to say goodbye to the noisy monkey?
Yeah, I can still see they're still going at it. They're very, very loud too. Gibbon behavior. Another side look at the white-cheeked gibbons. I'm showing you the map again so you can see where I am. So I'm right by the gibbons. I just saw the gibbons and the otters were not out. So I'll check back later and hopefully the otters will be out. So I'm gonna head on this trail, check out this area called Himalayan Highlands, and then make my way towards the Mexican gray wolves. Then I'm gonna backtrack and check out I think I'm gonna check out the barnyard or go past the barnyard. Don't know which I'm gonna do first, but I do know I'm gonna head on this trail, check out this stuff here, then backtrack and check out the Yukon Creek. Yeah, so I'm gonna follow the signs and make my way towards the snow leopard and Mexican gray wolf, and then make my way to the Yukon Creek afterwards. I got this nice habitat here. I haven't found a sign for it yet, but I do know that these are whooping cranes. Yeah, these are whooping cranes. There's a second whooping crane there. So it tells you the wingspan of a whooping crane. So over here is another side viewing for the whooping cranes. Alright, so on that side is the Yukon Creek, so I'm probably going to head on this trail here towards the Himalayan Highlands. Alright, we got Markhor. Oh wow, this looks like a very impressive habitat. Oh, I do see a Markhor. Yeah, there's one up there. So I know what you're thinking. Oh, he's running. Oh, she's running. She went behind the rock somewhere, apparently. Yeah, there she is. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is not a Markhor. As a matter of fact, this actually is a Markhor. Because this is the female Markhor. Because usually, it's only the males that have the big twisty horns on them. So this is a female Markhor because she does not have the huge twisty horns like the males do. So this is a female Markhor. Just going all the way in the back. Right across from the Markhor, we got domestic yak. This is the habitat for the yak. So I found the yak. It looks like she's in the back there, laying down that little barn or shaded area. There's another side viewing for the Markhor habitat. Looks like the Markhor have plenty of rocks for them to climb on. This is an impressive habitat they have. So showing you the map again so you can see where I am. So I'm right by the barnyard, so I'm probably going to continue checking out all the red and make my way to the Mexican gray wolves. Then I'm going to backtrack and check out the barnyard, down back this trail, and then into the Yukon Creek. And after I'm done with the Yukon Creek, I will do my Rewalk. Oh wow, now this looks very beautiful. It's a little mural of a snow leopard surviving at the top of the world. So apparently the sign says that the snow leopard is temporarily off exhibit. Yeah, so it looks like the snow leopard has an awesome habitat. Hiding at the top of the world.
Last time she was like up there.
Oh, right.
So I'm very, very sorry I did not get to show you the snow leopard. It's kind of a bummer because I do love seeing the snow leopards. But they got an awesome habitat. They got lots of rocks for them to climb on. It's really neat. Saving ghost cats together. So over here is a secondary habitat for the Markhor. It looks like she moved into the other habitat. Yeah, this is definitely the female because she does not have the large twisty horns like the males do. Yes, the Markhor looks like they got tons of space for them. It's nice. Oh, I see another one up on the rock there. Yes, there's actually 3 Markhor on that side of the rock. There's 3 Markhor up there. There's actually 4 of them. So the first one I showed you on the other side, I don't know if one of them is the same one and she moved into this habitat, but yeah. So I've seen 3 Markhor, so there's 3 Markhor and they're all females. So I'm guessing the male must be somewhere in the back or behind the scenes. Some information about the Mexican gray wolf. All in the family. El Lobo returns. Joined the pack. Yeah, so there's actually a Mexican gray wolf in the water. Oh, it just came out. Yeah, so kind of like your dogs at home. Oh, there's more of them. So luckily there's not too much reflection on the glass. Oh, there's more of them. Oh, they're very active today. Oh, another one. Oh, this pack has a lot to say. The whispering wolf. There's another side view here. Yeah, you can see that wolf there was just in the water. You can see he's still kind of dripping. Looks like that was in the water too. So kind of like your dogs at home, sometimes wolves also go in the water to cool off as well. Super cute animals. I do love seeing the wolves. Looks like they got a very good sized habitat. Another side view of the Mexican gray wolves. We got one in the, oh, it looks like they're all in the back. Yeah, they're way in the back now. Got one up by the rock, looks like. Looks like the rest of them went somewhere in the back. Yeah, so it looks like the wolves got a very good sized habitat for them. Information about wolf behavior. Yeah, so over here is the rest of the wolf habitat. Actually went up the pathway. Yeah, so the wolves just came running back.
Right there.
Looks like there's a bunch of wolves in here.
Yeah.
Super cute animals.
Yeah.
There's a Mexican wolf just came up close. Hi, wolfies. Hi, wolfies. Yeah, I really love the wolves. They always make me think of my dogs back home. Sort of running around. I can see one of the wolves just came out of the water. Oh, another one. So there's two in the water. Oh, another one came out. So there's three wolves in the water. They all just came out. They look super cute. Oh no, running in the back. Yeah, so the wolves look like they're kind of going all around the whole habitat. They also do have this water for them to go in. It's pretty cool because usually at most zoos I go to, the wolves are usually sleeping in the back. But this time they're actually very active today. They're kind of going all over the place. Looks like there's about, I think, 4 or 5 wolves in here. So most zoos I go to, usually the wolves are usually sleeping in the back, but this time they're very active. I actually do get very excited whenever I see the wolves running around. Alright, so I did ask the worker about the snow leopard, and even though the sign said it was going to be off habitat today, she said that the snow leopard will be out later at about 10:30. So I'll check back later on that habitat, and hopefully the snow leopard will be out by then. So I'm showing you the map again so you can see where I am. So I'm right just past the snow leopard habitat. Because, like I said, snow leopard's going to be out later. Because even though the sign said it was off habitat, it is going to be out today, but it's just going to be out a little bit later. So now that I've seen all these animals, I'm now going to check out the barnyard, then backtrack past the yak, and then check out the Yukon Creek and see all those animals. Alright, I've got the barnyard. Got a Nigerian dwarf goat. And with the goats, we've got Dominic chickens. Yeah, you can see there's 2 chickens. Also do see 3 of the Nigerian dwarf goats. Do enjoy the goats. There's more chickens inside here. Got the petting zoo. So inside the petting zoo, we're going to see Anglo-Nubian goat and South Down sheep. Alright, so in here, I'm inside the petting zoo. And you are informed to not go past the fence there. Looks like most of the goats are over here eating some hay.
Just like different dog breeds can be different sizes, different goat breeds can be different.
Looks like the South Down sheep is over here eating some hay. Got some more sheep in the back. Yeah, so the worker just told me the goats are eating some Timothy hay. Looks like they're really enjoying it. Sorry about the goat butt viewing. We can still see them. Looks like that one's finished. Very cute goats. I'm guessing these must be the Nigerian dwarf goats, and the bigger ones are the Anglo-Nubian goats. And outside the petting zoo, we got this really nice playground for the kids to go on. So over in that direction is the Yukon Creek Cafe. So I'm actually going to head in this direction here to the Yukon Trail. Alright, we got reindeer. So it says they are shedding. So they usually have their winter coat, spring coat, and summer coat. Wow, this looks like a very cool habitat. I'm just going to have to try and find the reindeer. Alright, so it looks like the reindeer's off to this side of the habitat. So it looks like there's a fan on that side. So yeah, I can see there's a fan there. So he's standing right in front of the fan, staying cool. Alright, I've got the Yukon Creek, Yukon, Canada. I've got a much closer look at the reindeer, standing right in front of the fan. Staying cool. Yeah, you staying nice and cool by the fan? Yeah, it must be very nice and cool there. That's exactly where I would be on a hot day, because I would definitely be standing right in front of a fan, staying cool if I was him. These animals live up where it's really, really cold. But luckily they got all these fans to keep them nice and cool. Love the antlers. Very nice, cool looking antlers. It's protecting our flock. It looks like the birds in this habitat are off habitat because of the avian flu. I don't know what kind of birds are in here, but whatever's in here is off habitat for the bird flu. And the reindeer looks like he's got a very nice looking habitat. Got lots of space. I like all the wood here. You can tell this wood looks really brand new. There we got Arctic fox. And there's the fox. Such a cute animal. So even though he doesn't look like an Arctic fox, he is an Arctic fox, because usually in the summertime they have the black fur, which is not as thick as the white fur. Then usually they would have the white fur during the winter time, which keeps them much cooler or warmer. And then they have the black fur during the summertime, so they don't get too hot. The Arctic fox has a really wonderful habitat. Do enjoy the foxes. A Canada lynx. So he's got two habitats for him. I don't see him in this habitat, and I don't see him inside that box there. It's possible it might be in the other habitat. So I don't see him inside there, and I don't see him in this habitat. So see, all the doors are open, so he can come outside whenever he wants to. So I'll stop by here later on my Rewalk, and hopefully he'll be out. Got a North American porcupine. And you see the porcupine. So is this the female?
Yes.
Very cute animals. You definitely would want to keep your hound dogs away from these animals. There's actually 2 porcupines in here, so it's the female and the male is actually, I think, somewhere in that box or behind the box. I'm gonna go to the other side and hopefully if I can see the male. Yeah, so on this side I can see there's the male porcupine. You can kind of see his quills. Yeah, so he's right behind there. Got bald eagle. This looks cool. I do see the bald eagle. It looks like this is a juvenile bald eagle. Because usually whenever bald eagles are born, they don't have the white feathers on their head. So it looks like this one's still young. And still hasn't grown his feathers yet. Yeah, this is definitely a younger bald eagle. Oak trees help all of us. Oak trees provide food. The oak tree is home. Yeah, I am very, very impressed with the layout of this zoo so far. It's impressive. This nice little creek right next to the bald eagle. So it goes right underneath this bridge I'm on. It's very nice. Got American black bear. Living with bears. Our bears. So this is the habitat for the black bear. It looks awesome. Got some water to go in. Pretty neat.
I think so, yeah.
So I see a worker in the back there, so it does not look like the black bear is out yet. So I'll stop by here later and hopefully he'll be out on my Rewalk. Another side view of the black bear habitat. Water, key to all life. Alright, so the black bear, which is actually at the end of Yukon Creek, which takes me right back to the front of the zoo where I entered. So this completes my full and initial walkthrough of the Stone Zoo. It's actually a very, very nice zoo. Even though it's not a super big zoo, it's still very, very fun. I'm impressed with the layout and everything. So I'm going to do a rewalk right now, which is basically where I go back to see the animals that were not out earlier. So I do remember there was the Jamaican iguana and the Caribbean coast, and I definitely do remember the snow leopard wasn't out, even though the sign said, like I said, even though it said it was off habitat. I did ask the worker if he was going to be out, and she said it was going to be out later. So now I'm going to head back on my rewalk, and I also do remember seeing that the otters were not out. So whenever an animal is not out, I do recommend you go back a second time, or sometimes even ask the worker. Never feel afraid to ask the workers, because sometimes they'll let you know on whether if the animal's going to be out or not. So I'm going to do my rewalk real quick and hopefully see the animals that were not out earlier. Oh, here's the quarters for conservation. They also had something like this yesterday at the Franklin Park Zoo, because like I said, the Stone Zoo and Franklin Park Zoo are both affiliated with each other. It's operated by Zoo New England. Alright, so I'm going to go back inside Caribbean Coast, hopefully see the Jamaican iguana. Alright, so I'm back inside the aviary. Looks like there's a flamingo in the water now. Do love the flamingos. Came back to see the macaws one more time. Cool looking birds. There's also supposed to be a Barrow's golden eye. That was not out this morning, and I still do not see it right now, so this is what they look like. Alright, so I can see the Jamaican iguana is now out. See his body right there. He's right there. Alright, so another animal that was not out earlier was the bush dog. I see there's 2 of them out now. Oh, these are super cute animals. Yeah, the bush dogs were not out the first time coming past this habitat. But now they are out. I'm going towards the back. These are cute animals. Alright, I'm back at the cougars. Looks like they're both laying down before they were walking around earlier. Looks like they're both laying down. There's the other one. So yeah, the two cougars here are sisters. Okay, so I'm back at this habitat that has the Gila monster, chuckwalla, and spiny-tailed iguana. Looks like the Gila monsters are still in the same spot they were in earlier. But the only two animals I don't see in here are the spiny-tailed iguana and the chuckwalla. So that's what the spiny-tailed iguana looks like. And this is what the chuckwalla looks like. So these are both unfortunately going to be a no-go for today. This looks like the white-nosed coati is now moving. Before it was in the little tunnel that connects the two habitats together. It looks like he's walking around. It's a cute animal. Alright, so I was hoping to get a better view of the ringtail for you, but looks like he's in the same spot he was in earlier. But you can still see his fur. So it's in that box there, apparently. Alright, so I'm back at the jaguar habitat. I remember the jaguar was not out this morning. Hoping to see if he was going to be out, but I'm going to try and find him. Alright, so I actually went up on this little viewing area. It's actually an area for the kids to get a photo opportunity. And I can see the jaguar sleeping right here. It's like he's having a cat nap. Luckily, I'm able to block out the reflection, so you can still see the kitty cat sleeping. I'm very glad I got to see the jaguar today. So I'm back at the African spur tortoise. It looks like he's in the same spot he was in earlier. There's two of them in there, looks like. Over here's a little water area for the tortoise. Looks like there's some birds that are taking advantage of it since the tortoise is not using it. They're kind of having a little bird bath. Alright, so I'm back at the rock hyrax. Rock hyrax is also not out. Had to bend down. He's all the way up high. You can kind of see him way up there. Yeah, he's right up high there, so I had to bend down so you could see him. So I'm back at this habitat. I was hoping to see if I could see the cotton-top tamarin and get a better view of the red-rumped agouti, but looks like the agouti is in the exact same spot he was in earlier. Yeah, you can see he's in the back there. It looks like the two-toed sloth is in the same spot he was in earlier. Alright, so there's actually a sign here on the cotton-top tamarin spotting guide that states that cotton-top tamarin is going to be off habitat, so that explains why I didn't see him today. So that's what he looks like right there. Got a really nice view of the silvery-cheeked hornbill. And that's a really cool-looking bird. Yeah, you can see he's got this little white coloring or silver-like coloring on his sides. That's where it gets the name silvery-cheeked. The buzz-on bees. Completely missed this information earlier. This looks really cool. Some gorgeous little flowers. Alright, I'm back at the North American river otters, and the otters are now out. There's two of them in the water swimming. I do love the otters. I especially love seeing them swim in the water. These are cute animals. Yeah, I can see the otters are swimming in the water. Two of them in the water, looks like. I completely missed this. It's a triceratops. Not a real one, obviously, just a recreation of one. This area is called Dino Dig. So I'm guessing this must be an area for the little kids to go play in. Completely missed this area when I first came by here. So I'm back at the white-cheeked gibbons habitat. It looks like they've all stopped hooting and hollering, because I know earlier they were really going at it. But it looks like all the gibbons went back inside because I don't see them anymore. So doors are open so they can go inside whenever they want to. But I do not blame the animals because I do understand it is very hot out and it must be much cooler inside than it is out here. So on this side I got a closer view of the whooping cranes. There's the second one. These are very cool looking birds. Alright, so I came back to the domestic yak. I was hoping to see if he was going to be, or she was going to be moving around, but looks like the yak is still in the same spot she was in earlier in the shade. Alright, so I'm back at the snow leopard. It looks like the snow leopard is out. You can kind of see his tail underneath a little board here taking a cat nap. I didn't see it, but there's a second snow leopard that's up close. Looks like he's cleaning himself, having a little bath. Oh, that's super cute. Kind of like how my dogs at home usually lick their paws or lick themselves to stay clean. That's really cute. And also kind of like your cats at home, how they'll also lick themselves to stay clean. I'm really glad I got to see the snow leopard today. So that's why I always recommend if there's an animal that was not out the first time, always be sure to go back a second time or sometimes multiple times, especially if it's an animal you really want to see. Or sometimes even ask the workers like I did. Because that way you'll know that if you ask the workers, you'll know whether if the animal's going to be on habitat or not. So I'm very glad I got to see the snow leopard today. And you can kind of see the other snow leopard that's laying down in the shade. So I'm now going to go back to the Yukon Creek because I remember there was the Canada lynx and the black bear that wasn't out. Yes, it looks like the reindeer is still in the same spot he was in earlier. Standing right in front of the fan, staying cool. Such a cool animal. I do love the reindeer. So in the habitat that said all the birds are going to be habitat, this habitat is a black-necked crane. Yeah, so the black-necked crane is the bird that's in here. I was thinking this was like a waterfowl pond, but it's actually the habitat for the crane. So that's the bird that is in this habitat. So this bird was not out earlier, but he is out now. I came back to see the adorable Arctic fox one last time. It's like he's still in the back. Such a cute animal. Alright, so I'm back at the Canada lynx habitat. Hoping to see if he's going to be out today. Alright, so even though with all the doors open, it looks like the Canada lynx chose to be inside today. Because I'm not seeing him. So I do see another backside area for them, so it's possible he's somewhere in there and I just don't see him. It looks like the Canada lynx is going to be a no-go for today. So that's what they look like right there. These are very cute cats, got the stubby tails and those nice big pointy ears. I'm back at the North American porcupines. You can see the two of them are now out. Well, the first one I saw, but the second one was behind there. Got a nice view of both porcupines. Alright, so I'm back at the black bears. I see the black bears are out. Really cute animals. Looks like he's standing up, or I do see a little bag in that tree, so it's possible he's trying to get the food. Oh, he got it. Oh, he got the food. He's kind of tearing it apart, looks like. Yeah, looks like he's trying to get the food from that bag. So kind of like out in the wild where they kind of have to search for food, the workers would usually put some food or hide some food in the habitat and the bears would have to try and get it. Kind of like what they do out in the wild where they have to find food. A second black bear up at the fence. I'm very glad I got to see the black bears today. Looks like that black bear is getting a drink of water. Staying hydrated. Comes the second bear. So I'm guessing there must be food in that bag too. That's very cool. So right back up at the front, we've got the trading post, which I believe is the gift shop that they have. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for my visit to the Stone Zoo in Stoneham, Massachusetts. This was a very, very fun zoo. I enjoyed it a lot. For a smaller footprint zoo, it's very, very awesome. I love the variety of animals they have. Only animal I did not get to see today, I believe, was the Canada lynx. But luckily, everything else that wasn't out earlier, I did get to see on the Rewalks. I remember the black bears were not out earlier, but luckily I did get to see the black bears. I'm also very glad I got to see the snow leopards. I really did enjoy the Mexican gray wolves because I do love seeing the wolves. This was a very, very fun zoo because, like I said, this is operated by Zoo New England, and Zoo New England, which also operates the Franklin Park Zoo in Boston. I did go to the Franklin Park Zoo yesterday, so if you're interested in seeing that tour, I do recommend you check it out if you are interested. This was a very fun zoo today. The weather was really, really nice. Leave some comments down below for what was your favorite animal that I did see today. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. I go to zoos and aquariums across the United States. I try to visit a new state every year. I upload a new video every Saturday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you again next time. Bye!